You're muted.
Thanks,
You're
everybody.
muted.
Sorry, I'm not muted now. Sorry, Dano. But I went through a whole swinging of stuff. Never mind. Doggone blonde moments. I'm only human and I'm not a professional. All right, everybody. Toledo Jess, Dano is with me tonight, and our guest, Jacob from Chaos Paddlers. But I want to get some things out with my two brothers right here, brothers of another mother. I want to say thank you to Charlie for the Pay It Forward he did on Liz's show, Digging Canuck, on her Off the Cuff show, I believe it is. And he won a coin and he paid it forward to me. So thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Liz. Also, check out her show. Please type in the room, Liz, when your shows are. Also, I want to give a big round of applause to M.A. Lyman 24. I'm going to butcher his name again. It's, what is it, Dano? Reeser's Treasure Emporium? Risers. We just went over those two. But,
you know, Ed, before you go any further, you don't have blonde moments. You are a blonde.
Oh, a lot of times. Yes, indeed. But a multiple of people in the metal detecting and coin community did a fundraiser over the weekend for Darrington Dave's widow and family. And they made over $2,000 for his family. Mike, M.A. Lyman, 24, he did a phenomenal job with the auction. I know he had to been pulling out his hair at sometimes. But he pulled it off. Great auction. I have some goodies coming myself. Can't wait to see them. And on this day, 9/11, I would like for us to give a moment of silence for those who fell in 01 on this day in New York City. So if you would give us a moment, what, 30 seconds? Okay, 15 minutes. Not to make light of it or anything, but with no further ado, and sorry in the chat room, I haven't been reading it. I've been looking at my other screen. But you have anything on your mind, Jesse?
No.
No.
Pretty much been. I just been sitting here waiting for you to do what you want to do. let you finish it out.
All right, finally back. I
Okay.
lost everything there for a minute.
There's Dano.
It happens.
Under control though.
That's good. Glad you're back, Dan.
Today's one of those days when most people know where they were. I think I've gone through like 4 of those actually, situations when Kennedy was shot, when we landed on the moon, when Challenger blew up, and 9/11. A lot of stuff.
Right. Your dog need to go out, Jesse?
No, I think she needs to come in.
Oh.
She's outside.
Tired of being out.
Yeah. Carry on. I'll be right back.
Sure. So how about you, Dano? How's your week?
Not too bad. Just a lot of long hours, but hey, it's more money, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of how you got to look at it.
That's right. More coin for you at the end of the day.
More prospecting trips, because it costs money to do them. You sure don't make money doing them.
At least, yeah, we haven't been so lucky. Yeah. Huh.
Working towards that goal every time I go.
It all adds up.
What are we talking about?
Prospect.
Just the week and Dano working and
Told him more money to go to the creek the more I work.
Yeah, I need to talk to Judy about this weekend because next Tuesday's my birthday, so it'd be.
So this weekend would be a birthday present from Judy to you.
Usually I camp and prospect on my birthday, so if it falls on the weekend.
We've got. I mean, if we were to go there this weekend, we would only need to worry about gas, right? And a little bit of food.
Right.
We'll be staying at Hotel Windy.
And you know there'll be a big pot pie and a meal one night.
Yeah. I would be taking the 2-inch I picked up too. Throw the dream mat in it. Do like a.
And I'm thinking just a shovel and the River Raider.
I believe Caleb's bringing these 4-inch.
It's a new spot.
So what?
It's a different spot. I don't know if you'd have.
No, it's actually the same area. It's just a different spot in that area.
Yeah, but is there an area with the type of flow for river sluice?
Well, we know where Jesse's going. He's going back over where he's scraping gold off that little bar that day. We know where Jesse's going.
Well,
no mystery there.
Who's to say that's still there? You know, Patrick could have worked it all already, like he did.
Said he didn't touch it.
He said he hasn't. He said he
didn't touch it.
Worked. No,
okay.
He said some of the overburden is gone, and that's fine.
There was no overburden where you were working.
Well, there was a little bit. I mean, it wasn't down on the clay, but I mean, there was some dirt and some grass growing there. So, I mean, I was going to run everything anyway. Right. It don't matter, overburden or not. I'm running it all.
Well, I see a lot of familiar names in the room tonight.
Yep, I did too. Some new ones too.
Well, always welcome the new ones.
Well, there's Adam, California Gold Rush.
Yeah, there's Adam.
And Jerry and Benjamin and Dad.
Hey, there's Dano.
Luke and
there's Ron. Hey, Ron, how's it going?
And run for the hills. Judy was telling me earlier.
Dan Zoller, he's in the room.
You need to stop doing that.
Iron Marvin strikes again.
And I said, then I go wet collecting, and I'm like, then may you always have a flash in your pen. Not that.
Sean Bell, Humorer. I don't know. I know I butchered your name, Sean.
we butcher names here.
Yes.
Not on purpose, though.
We have Glenn and Marion in the house.
Cool. So we got
Busted Knuckles. Hey,
there's
Sean.
Bob. Bob's dropped in.
Hey, Bob. buddy
Yeah, Bob's here.
Maine, right? Isn't he from Maine?
Yeah.
Yep.
PA
Eric
Coin
Robinson.
Hounds
Hey, how
Metal
you doing there?
Detecting says he's a new guy in the room. Welcome.
Excellent. Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Cool.
Tazzy Adventures. Eric Robinson. Nate
Hey,
Pugsley.
back at Bud.
Eric Robinson. I have one of his sluices. He was helping Bill Brewer at Gold Rush Days. Really nice guy. Has a good product out. Want to put it through the rigger.
Busted Knuckles hats come in
P.O.
threes.
Coin Hounds.
Just in case you were wondering. You see Busted Knuckles there? He says, "Hey Ed, I got a hat for you, mate."
All right, excellent, Sean. Cool.
Hats come in threes.
But yeah, they're supposed to come in threes. What's up?
Threes. Do you have
We love you,
more?
man.
Redman's here. Excellent. Thank you all for joining us tonight.
And of course, our buddy Wayne Peterson, Nugget Brain.
Yeah, Nugget Brain Wayne Peterson.
Or is that Wayne Nugget Peterson Brain?
Maybe
Nugget
Brain
Shooter.
Nugget Peterson Wayne.
I don't know.
It's a good thing Jacob don't prospect, so he won't get the Nugget Brain challenge. I don't think he...
Says send him 3 addresses, Ed.
I'm feeling really good, Glenn. Thank you. And Mary.
Hey, Patrick.
There's
Hey.
Patrick.
Got home.
That's our gracious host.
Yeah. The other half of Hotel Windy.
Yep.
Right.
He's the one that carries bags in.
Right.
That reminds me. Where's my coin?
Oh yeah. Speaking of coins.
Oh, I know
Speaking of, who rode my car during Gold Rush?
Me.
We all did. We all did.
Patrick? Did Patrick ride my car too?
Did he? I don't think he did he?
Why did you find a brand new coin in there?
Why did you lose a brand new coin?
Well, now.
Not me. Not me.
Well,
I got lots of brand new ones.
You just lost a certain copper one?
If it's one like yours, Dano's, and mine, I might have. Because I've been looking for it, but I swear I had it the other day. But maybe not.
Jesse says I'll sell you one.
No. Shit. I might have to pay.
Actually, I didn't find it. Ruby found it.
You know mine. Mine's more tarnished than all y'all. So.
Is it like ours?
I thought it was Patrick's because Patrick's cheating. You know that, right? He's got 2.
Patrick is a cheater. He said if I brand myself with the coin, can I be null and void of carrying the coin? I said, I'll tell you what, if you let me brand you, yes. I'd hold that coin on there till it melted into his arm.
So anyways, I have an extra coin.
Hey, John. Okay, is it a Don't Tread on Me or a Prospector?
It's like the one we got.
Well, then it's mine. So I guess I have
But it's a new one.
Yeah. Because mine hasn't been sitting by my boys for a lot of years getting sweated on and stuff. So.
Oh, speaking of Wendy. Hi, Wendy.
Oh, there's Wendy.
Is she in the room? Is she?
My eyes are
Well, there she is.
Excellent, both of them.
He sent me a picture of his thermostat the other day. It was 73 degrees in their house. Can you believe that?
Dang.
Why?
Well, let's get Jacob in here. What do you think?
Sure, let's do that. Let's get me off of here.
Oh, I get to turn into a
yeah.
pan of gold. Ta-da!
Ta-da.
And I'm a little gold miner.
I'm just a little gold miner.
How you doing, Jacob?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Welcome, Jacob.
Hey, Jacob.
Besides my blondness earlier, I'm doing really well.
Did you notice how slick he was getting through that whole segment there? He was like a professional.
A professional retard. Oh man. So I
want to say thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. You guys are my first hangout to actually introduce me to your guys' niche of prospecting, and that's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome.
So you haven't prospected at all?
No, I have not. I've really wanted to. I'm not for sure how to go along doing that in Illinois. I think we have stricter laws.
You do, but we happen to know the GPAA Northern Illinois chapter's president and state director. Where are you in Illinois? North, south, central?
It'd be in Southern Illinois.
Oh, okay, that's
like the southern tip. I mean, as far down as you can go, just go up about 30 more miles.
Okay, well, if you're in the glaciated part of your state, and there's chances of gold there, so, and diamonds, and
that would be awesome.
Copper nuggets and stuff, so.
We have a silver mine not too far away from us in Missouri.
There you go. You never know what you can find.
When you say close by to us in Missouri, you must be close to the Missouri border then.
Yeah, I don't know. In about 45 minutes to an hour, maybe a little bit longer, I could be on Missouri side.
Okay, well, that's like from Toledo to Indiana. It's about an hour drive.
Yeah.
So yeah. Hell, I drive 2 hours to get to where I pay for gold.
Yeah, 2.5, 3 hours,
right.
5 hours, 6 hours.
Yeah, man.
15 hours, 8 hours,
13 hours.
I've seen the process on Ed's videos, and it's amazing how you guys can narrow it down to just that fine dust and how well that goes. It's an awesome process to watch.
It is. It's really, and if you know why it's happening, you realize that we're not doing anything. All we're doing is just moving the material. The gold is actually crapping itself. You know, we're just moving the material out of the way. Yeah. Gold does what it's going to do, no matter what we do to it. So yeah, that's how it gets caught. But it's fun.
True.
Yeah, it's fun being like for us. Yeah, we like to find the gold for sure. You know, there's no denying that. But it's also the fun part is just being out there, out along the stream, camping, hanging out.
Exactly right.
BSing around the campfire.
It's like fishermen around the fire, you know.
Right. But it's like any outdoor activity. It's the fun. The best part of it is being around your friends, hanging out, doing stuff.
Right.
Away from the daily drudge.
It's like a reset button. Get away for a weekend. You come home, things are better.
Right.
So I'm a coal miner. So you
know. You go underground and everything. You coal mine? Is that your occupation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Cool.
Well, you're
that's awesome.
already in the family.
Yeah, right. You're already
a
miner. What the heck?
Metal
metal
detectorist and a magnet fisher and a fisherman and a kayaker.
Got a lot of hobbies. That's for sure.
So coal mining. Now, have I heard that there sometimes can be gold in coal?
We have what they call we have fool's gold, pyrite gold.
Well, if there's pyrite, then there could be gold too, huh?
Yes. Well, you know, I'm not sure exactly on that, but you can see a lot of fool's gold underneath.
Yeah.
I have not yet found real gold, so
That you know of.
that I know of. Yes, it could. I mean, it could fairly well be.
Because gold can be mixed in with pyrite. You know,
Yes.
you might see a big streak of pyrite, some kind of vein, but there could also be gold in there mixed in with it.
Let me. I think I might have.
Ooh.
It'll take me well, no, I won't be able to show you that. I took it out of my Jeep yesterday. I had what we call a miner dollar, and it was the minerals actually compressing in and then exploding. So then it made like a little sunburst, and they're little dollars.
Oh, really?
Cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool to see.
It's really neat. I just don't think I don't have one on me right now. I should have brought one. I didn't think we were going to talk about coal mining, but hey.
We shoot from the hip around here.
That's exactly right. So yeah, I don't think I'll be able to find that.
Well, that's okay. That was just interesting. It would have been nice to see it though. Maybe during a commercial you can run out and find it.
You know what? I'll do that. Whenever we go into commercial, I'll see if I can actually find one of them that are out. I may have taken it out, or they may still be in there. So we'll have to see on that.
How long have you been coal mining?
11 years.
Oh, cool.
11 years in coal mining. You know, give or take a little bit on layoffs and stuff, and we had our company completely closed down. So then I've went into contracting. So I go to different mines, and I've been stationed at one mine for a good 6 or 7, maybe 8 months now. So hopefully get hired on over there. So.
So it's kind of like you don't work for one company.
No, I work for one company, but just not like the main company. I've got my own company, and they contract us out.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Never met a coal miner before, so I'm glad. I'm sure. Hey, add that to the list, right?
Right.
Liz from Digging Connect says, beautiful display in the background, Jacob. Why don't you tell us a little bit about where you're at, actually?
Right now, I am sitting in my dad's garage. He's been collecting fishing lures his whole life. He has got a display that I'm just going to call it a museum.
Okay.
Of antique fishing lures to new fishing lures. Crazy stuff to, new stuff. Just like he had a guy. Let me see if I can flip this camera around. Let's see how good I am. All right. So he had a guy.
Just remember to move slowly with the camera.
Excuse the plug.
Give it a chance to focus.
You'll make Jesse car sick.
Oh, that too.
But here's a garage door that he had professionally made, and that guy painted it.
Nice.
That's cool. He was a really nice artist. So,
that's cool.
And then he has, excuse the dust a little bit.
What's that, a cockroach? Oh, no, that's the lock. Never mind.
The what? He has all sorts of antique lures, all displayed, and he spends a lot of time.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool.
And trust me, if
it looks like a shop. It looks
all
like
the different mini buckets, all the different little mini buckets up there.
Right. Wow.
if you take one little thing out of here, he knows exactly what it is, what color it is, what depth it is, and you cook it.
I know people that are like that about their nuggets, where they found them.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
a lot of us are about bigger gold.
I can go through my little bit of gold that I got and find my very first piece because I know what it looks like. You know?
I can tell you right now, I'm not going to be able to find all the light switches in here. I've been trying to watch my dad every time he does this to see.
Look at all those.
And yeah, there's, I don't know where that one is.
And everything is fishing related.
Yes.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yes, everything in here is fishing related. I'm actually just trying to. There is a light switch. It's hidden somewhere around here. And if my dad's watching, he's probably laughing at me right now.
Yeah, I can just imagine that.
Well, I won't be able to find a light switch there. But anyway.
We're getting actually a pretty good view of it.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm surprised, but wow, look at all those lures. So did he build all his cabinets too?
Yes, he custom made a lot of these cabinets.
I'm sure. If you're gonna go into that much effort to collect all the beautiful lures.
Yeah, they look really good too. That's a really good picture of them.
Oh yeah, you're gonna build a good cabinet, that's for sure, to hold and display them in. Wow. Yeah, I'd be proud to have something like that. That's for sure.
Now some of this stuff isn't fishing related, but
I was just gonna ask you: does he have other collectibles in there that you know that isn't fishing related?
He does. Now to find it, I couldn't. Now here's this is kind of a little bit off the subject, but you're talking about. Oh my goodness, I can't get this down. Okay, so do you see this right here?
Yeah.
That's a big sulfur ball. That came from underground. That
A
right
sulfur ball?
A sulfur ball, yes. So.
Is that a natural formation?
Yes.
Does it come out of the coal mine?
Yes.
I see.
Yeah. I'm not for sure if I can find the. Let me see if I can. I should have been a lot more prepared, but.
Hey, there's no way to prepare for this show, dude.
Okay, so I see where my display of. I'm going to sit you guys down for 2 seconds.
I texted Dick. He showed up. I said, "You guys see this? Dick Goldsmith. He's here."
Right, I saw him come in.
I knew he'd like this.
Oh,
He collects fishing decoys, I think it is.
Your real estate whisperer wants to know if it smells like sulfur. Hey, and thank you for joining us.
No, it doesn't smell like. Yeah, it's
I was
trying to find you. I was trying to show you guys the fossils that I had from underground, but I can't seem to be able to open the display yet. Oh, here we go. Okay. I'm going to set you guys down. I'm going to grab some of these.
Ooh, we're going on a field trip.
Going on a field trip, that's right.
Field trips are good.
Yeah. Everybody got their permission slip signed, right?
Yeah. Got your lunch with your pop wrapped in aluminum to keep it cold.
You got the payoff permission slip.
I'm sorry. I can't help it.
So right now, what you guys are seeing here in a second, you have see, coal is
the
vegetation,
fossils.
right?
Look at the fossils, man.
Yeah,
and
that's cool.
it takes 8 to 10 feet of vegetation compressed down over the years to make about 1 inch of coal. Okay.
Wow.
So the stuff that doesn't form gets fossilized. That's a piece of wood that goes across there. And then that's a fern. This is another fern. Here's a shell. You guys can see the...
Yeah, cool.
That's a shell. Put it that way. So that's
and
the
that's
bottom.
it. That's in coal, right?
Yes. So that almost looks just like that minor dollar that I was going to show you.
Uh-huh.
If you was to take this and bring it all the way around, like a big sunburst, that's what that would look like.
Uh-huh.
And those are just.
So is this stuff that you found and put in your pocket where you're working?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, they're not really worth. I mean,
right.
Just unless you have like something really crazy, it would just be memorial stuff to have. So,
right.
Well, I definitely carry it home myself.
And that really that's rock. That's sandstone, and it's just not compressed into the coal. So.
Oh, it hasn't reached that stage yet.
No, that actually will probably never reach that stage. Not in our lifetime, anyway.
Well, no, you've got it out. So you screwed that up already.
Yeah. So back to the fishing lures. I know we're skipping through, but
So is it just lures? You got fishing reels too?
Yes,
I was fishing reels. Yeah.
I was fixing to show you the reels.
Oh yeah, well yeah, I see them. Wow.
If I can figure out where they're at, yeah, okay, I see. He has Zepcos from the beginning to the newest edition. Let me see where they're at. I think they're on the other side here.
So is he one of those collectors that has to have at least one of everything?
Yeah.
Okay. I know the feeling. I know.
I thought I found a light switch, but I didn't.
And he's laughing harder.
Yeah, I know, right? He'll probably come in here. You can't see these really.
Okay, now show him again. He'll say when you're all done. Turn the lights on.
Yeah, he'll come in here and say, the light's here, the light's there, and make me look like. So see, here's some of your Zepcos. Oh, big. There we go.
California Mother-in-law says he's the original Bass Pro.
Yes. He puts Bass Pro to shame on their antiques.
No doubt. On their antiques? Yeah. He's got a bigger, better collection than they do.
Yeah.
Oh, a clown reel? Or...
No, it's just a clown.
Oh, his leg broke off. It looks like laying down on the other shelf.
and you can see NorCal Nate's shirt that he got me. Thanks, NorCal Nate.
Cool.
But yeah, it's really amazing the display of fishing lures that Dad has. He even has trolling motors that there's a double in.
Dick Goldsmith wants to know if you have any ice spearing decoys.
Ice spearing decoys? No.
Sorry, Dick. And Nate Pugsley, a guy I work with, he says, that's one hell of a collection.
Well, thank you. Now, this is a West Bend 7.5 horsepower
Look at that old motor.
It's never been started.
What?
The original gas tank is underneath here.
Wow.
This is a 1933 Minn Kota trolling motor.
They've been around that
looks like
long?
a drill.
It looks like, yeah, it does. It looks like a drill.
Yeah.
And you just have an older style. And this is actually mine. This one right here that I put on my little boat. And you got an Elgin motor. I think about 2 horse, I think. So, yeah.
Quite impressive.
That's cool.
Then he has a collection of kids' reels.
One of everything.
One of everything. And he's got the big blow-up bass. So, and Dad does do live tours of it. I do have a video.
I was just going to ask you that. If he opens up for allow people to come in and
he's had people come from all over, and you better take about, I don't know, 2 hours out of your time, because he'll have you here for that long showing you different things.
Cool.
So if you go,
looks like he'd probably take you longer than that. You want to look at everything, huh?
I could be interested the whole time.
Oh yeah.
This is a 2-trip, 3-trip.
We're a pack of lunch.
That's a peel pocket fisherman.
It sure is.
Yeah.
Right on.
So, and that actually extends out. So those motors are little toy motors, but they're pretty neat.
Are they actual motors, like for a model?
Yeah.
Well, they will run?
They will run, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, cool. Were they...
There's some ice fishing rods. I know they were talking about ice fishing earlier.
Right. Were those miniature motors like sales display type things? Like salesmen used to go around with miniatures?
I think that one was. I'm not for sure where these two actually came from. There's a tag, but I can't see it. Oh, by the way, he has every lure that's an antique. He has priced and tagged.
So everything's for sale?
Everything is for sale. Now, if you want to pay for it, that's a different story.
Oh, okay. It's for sale if you want to pay that price. Gotcha.
Well,
that's one heck of a collection. I mean,
he's it's definitely. I mean, I'm gonna brag on him. It's definitely crazy to see all this stuff. Now, underneath here are all types of different scales, but the lighting not.
You can't find a switch.
I can't find a switch. That's exactly right. My grandfather's shaving and his glasses. Oh, that was my dad when he was a kid. His little goat.
Where is he from?
Originally, he's from Southern Illinois. So,
yeah.
I actually found this buffalo when we were digging a trench at my buddy's house. And I was like, that looks like a buffalo. So I started chipping away on it. That was pretty neat to see. Oh, this keeps on going, by the way.
Yeah, I see that. Holy cow.
He's got the display of all the quarters. I mean, that's nothing. This is the room that we create all of our triple threat spinnerbaits.
Oh, he makes his own lures or baits and stuff?
Yes, it's actually Samsung lures. We make and sell spinnerbaits, buzzbaits. So this is our triple threat before it actually gets produced. So I have to make the wires, bend them, put blades on them. You put the skirt on.
Right.
And then I sell them. They're $15 a piece. There's a lot of material on it, and they catch really good fish. The next video I have coming out, I just caught a 4-pound 9-ounce on it. Whenever I was talking about it, which was really funny. I was talking about it, and then all of a sudden, the water blew up.
Oh.
So here's my grandfather shaving somebody, right? My brother recreated that here in a drawing.
Oh,
cool.
Is that a pencil? That was a pencil.
That is pencil.
Cool.
Yeah, my brother and sister were the artists. I'm just a crazy guy.
You didn't know I was an art critic, did you, Ed?
No. No.
I think I could tell that was pencil. Huh?
Yes.
No, I actually had a very close friend who was an artist who showed me a lot of stuff, art-wise. So I do have an eye. I just don't know. What the stuff is worth.
Anybody need rods?
Oh my goodness!
Now I'll tell you what. This was just a 16th of what he had. We sold the whole rooftop. Let me come in here. Oh, yeah, we still have them.
I guess he didn't. Maybe that's what he's just telling your mom.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, and they're also up here too.
Wow.
He ain't selling none.
Yeah.
Unless he had more than that.
And this is my dad's over the years, all of his trophies. This whole wall is like covered in trophies for bass fishing throughout the years.
Yeah? Cool.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
So he's,
Well, that's cool. Yeah, here I got one little story for you. My grandson, when he was, I think, 14, he was Ohio State champ, junior fisherman.
Awesome.
Yeah, big time, dude. that was cool.
We never had high school fishing, which really bites because I think my brother and I would have been pretty decent at it.
Yeah.
You know. Oh, yeah. I told you this room extends, right?
Yeah, you bet you something goes on forever.
Forever and ever.
Hey,
that's amazing.
Guys? I remember this one.
He got that one.
That one's wide out in the open. So, yeah, we extended this out a couple of years ago. And then he went to that beehive, hornet's nest.
Well, everybody's got to have a hornet's nest in their garage.
Oh,
I got one. I got one when I used to coon hunt. We found it out in the woods. I brought it home.
Now, do you have any of your metal detecting finds in there, or?
Oh, you would ask me that.
Or your magnet fishing.
You would ask that. I mean, you would think that I should have known that was going to be brought up, so I should have brought it. I actually did not come prepared. But
so this is actually a distraction.
It's a cover-up.
It's working. It's working.
Hey, it's working. I tell you what,
I'm interested.
And so are the people in the chat room. They're all talking about.
Sure, they're like
how big is the museum? Top Cat wants to know.
We'll take 20 of us at a time.
How many square feet is that building? You know.
Oh gosh, I couldn't tell you the square footage. It at least have to be. Man, I'd give it probably 60 feet wide and probably 60 long. So
yeah. It's big.
It's a fairly big building. Yeah.
I mean, it extends out that way too. So we haven't been in that other portion.
How many times have you had to help them add on to it?
So this portion was added on, like I said, about 2 or 3 years ago. That this wasn't, but to actually make it like a livable spot.
Usable.
Thank you. I said livable. Usable. Hey, did you like the? I'm not even going to say it.
Nice.
The hell was that?
It was a cock and bass.
It was a cock. Anyway.
Just like a jackalope. It has its name too.
Okay.
Yeah. So these frogs over here are really old.
Top Cat did the math. 3,600 square feet.
Yep, it's around that. I mean, there's maybe I'm over exaggerating, but I mean, this building's, I'm not gonna walk it off, but it's a big garage.
It shows across pretty wide there as you're walking.
Yeah, it looks huge.
So I'm going to mute while I open the door to the other room, because you guys are going to hear a vicious noise. So if you guys...
Okay.
Hold your ears. Well, while you're muting, happy birthday, Jeff.
Jeff.
Good time to jam a commercial in, Ed.
Yeah. MacGyver Muscle Machine's
let's wish him happy birthday, guys. Ready?
Yeah. Ready?
Happy birthday
Happy
to you.
birthday.
Happy
to
birthday.
you.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
You rock on your birthday.
Yes, you do.
It is, Jason. It is. It is like a museum. He's been showing us around this place
Big
for
time.
It's
the
way
past 15 minutes or
Oh, yeah.
30 minutes.
It's a diversion tactic.
Yeah, he wasn't prepared with his
Metal detecting?
yeah, metal detecting finds, you know, and he showed us his coal porn though.
Yeah, I did do that.
Not quite the same as gold porn, but it's a
take what you can get.
yeah. But the fossils were really neat. I like rocks.
Chris Dyer just showed up. Welcome, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Okay,
No.
let me show you. This is
Show
pretty
us
neat.
more.
Wow, look at
What's
that.
that? What's that? Oh,
That
it's a
is-
golden
Golden reel.
That was
Nice.
made inside of the globe.
Yeah, made inside the globe. Huh?
Made inside
Remember
the
that
globe.
guy put gold inside a glass down there at North Carolina?
Yeah,
Yep.
mine broke. I
Interesting.
need to get hold
Interesting.
of Jeremy so he can make me another one.
See, like I said, we have some new stuff, but this is actually older lures that we have accrued and accumulated over time. So, yeah, like I said,
Let's-
everything's displayed. It is really crazy.
Neat.
Those frogs are really old.
Usually you find them, they're half melted in the bottom of a tackle box.
Right.
Yep.
Melted is the right word too.
Oh, they melt right into the plastic. They like fuse together.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. Now, those are all worms.
Wow.
Yeah. Got his worm dispenser over here.
Worm
Kinda
dispenser.
But he has, so we do heating and air conditioning too. So he has all the units over there, but that's the worm dispenser. It's actually a drinking, little water jug drinking deal.
Right. Right.
It's got worms inside of it.
Nothing like having worms.
It depends.
There's his Zepco's display
Oh, yeah, the old Zepco reels.
behind.
303s.
Now,
Yeah.
does he have Garcias and like Shakespeare and all that too?
Oh yeah. He's got all sorts of them. I just like they're so widely spread. If he was in here, he could like take you right to him, but I can't. So there's your Shakespeare.
Yep.
There's Challenger. You know, we got all sorts of them.
Cool.
For all you race car drivers, fans, Rusty Wallace.
There you go.
Those are fish.
Those are fish.
Of course.
Well, yeah.
And you can't be, you can't have.
Oh, mailbox. Yes.
You
Yes.
can't be a fisherman without a fisherman mailbox. This is a pretty cool display. I like it. You probably can't really see it. It's just all kinds of military and then just old time fishing lures.
So has that collecting?
Nate can't believe it's 60 by 60. That's bigger than 60 by 60. Gotta be laugh out loud.
Well, I'm standing on one side. I don't know. I'd have to. I mean, that would be something for my dad. Now, see, that's wall to wall, way back there. So, way over there in that corner. So,
Holy tamale.
So have you picked up any of that collection bug like your dad?
Okay, so my dad is super organized.
Yeah.
And you're chaotic.
Yes.
But that doesn't answer my question. Do you have that bug too? Do you collect?
No.
No?
No, I'm not a collector.
Not yet?
Well, not yet, I guess, yeah. Not yet. I did. I do collect a little bit of coins, obviously, because I am metal detecting and stuff.
And
Right.
how long ago did you start metal detecting?
I started metal detecting about 10 years ago with my dad, maybe 15. And then we found a whole cigar box. Oh, my camera's over here. We found a whole bunch of. We had a cigar box full of all kinds of finds. One day, I found a good conduct medal, and I wanted to make a display case of all my finds and all my dad's finds. So I put it in a cigar box. I went metal detecting that day, and I put the cigar box on the back of my bumper. And that was the last time I knew about it.
Ooh.
So everything was gone. I drove off without it. So I lost quite a bit of stuff. The only thing I have is video of it. Now, I recently won this off of Amy from Part-Time Detector, MA Lineman. They had a little deal for MA Lineman 24. And so 64, $50, pretty awesome.
Cool.
Is there any like questions that the guys have asked other than about the shop and stuff?
Not yet.
Not yet, because we just stopped going through the shop or the museum.
Right. Might be a good time for commercial, Ed.
There you go.
True. And then we could come back with the phone lines and you all call.
Uh-oh.
You know you want to and ask some questions.
Yep, this is your opportunity to talk to the man himself.
That's right. Well, don't go away. We'll be right back from a word from our sponsor.
Getting coffee.
All right, we're back with Caleb must have had to go into the restroom. Jesse.
Back with a word from our sponsors.
Oh, he might have went out to find that barn.
No, he could have. He's like, doggone it.
Hey,
I might have
want
a
to see.
chance. Well, yeah.
I want to see.
Well,
I'm
he's
always
still the next
interested to
commercial
see.
in.
When he
Look at old tackle box in the background. I think that's like the one I got up. It's an old Powell Electra. You open it up and the trays light up. I got some old stuff. I don't have much. I don't have nothing compared to them, but I've got some old stuff.
I got some old junk too.
Oh, mine's not even junk. It's pretty good stuff. But
yeah, I haven't been
I've
fishing
got it
in a
through
long
the years.
time.
Yeah, I used to fish all the time. Then when I got in the creek, I started fishing part time.
I don't know with me, man. It just I don't even think about it anymore. I used to think about it all the time. Go fish.
Now,
I still
let
like
me
to
see.
You know, especially for perch out here on the lake. I go out, often. Walleye fishing, I go out on the lake. I
Yep.
don't know. I started prospecting, looking for gold. I go buy some
Abandoned
fish.
it. Abandoned it.
Yeah. I go buy some fish.
No, I can't.
It's actually cheaper. I mean, because
He
I don't
must
have
have thought our commercial was really long or something.
yeah.
Caleb!
Are you still there?
Jacob, wake up! I had Caleb on the brain when Chris
know,
was
I hear you.
asking if we were going to Wilson.
Yeah, there'll be a bunch of people down there. There's a lot of people said they were going.
That's
Yeah.
that.
I just think seeing
Norris.
Caleb in a couple years, and I'd sure like to go visit with him.
I
I
think
miss the guy.
Last
miss the
time
guy.
we saw Caleb was at Pirates Cove, I think.
Yep. That's the last time.
Right.
So I'd really like to visit with him. Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, that's been like 3 years ago.
Right. 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too long. Jacob!
He disappeared. He's frantically
Jacob's
looking for
MIA.
It's a rock. I guess I should have given that suggestion, huh? Or you could always throw the next commercial up and get that over with.
Well, I could.
Yeah, no problem. What do you got?
Yeah, okay. Next commercial. Got an unknown caller.
Uh-oh.
Hello, unknown caller. What's your name? Where you
It's a
calling?
fucking miracle.
Oh no, you did it again. Hang up quick.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Little kid like that, mom, dad, I'll take a strap to him.
Yeah.
Did you get rid of it?
No. Okay, well, to get rid of it, I'm gonna just hang up, guys. I'll call you right back.
Yep.
And go into a commercial.
Do it quick.
All right, everybody, I'm gonna go into a commercial while I take care of this troll. I need to use Liz's troll spray.
Adventure, mystery, discovery. Gold panning is more than a search for beautiful rocks. Panning is a journey that can take you to amazing new places all around the world. It is an experience for all ages, bringing families closer together and fulfilling a spark of excitement when life has grown too dull. The Gold Claw pan makes it easier to take part in the journey than ever before. This expertly designed pan is made for any skill level and any age. All you need is an explorer's heart and the passion for discovery. Begin your family's gold story now. Order your Gold Claw pan today and see where the adventure takes you.
All right. Well, my commercials are longer than the time needed sometime. I'm going to call back our guests and Jesse and Dano.
All right, we ready to try this again?
Yeah, waiting on Jesse.
It's all right. I just hung up and got you too.
Jacob.
Mike.
So, do me a
Did I
favor,
make it?
guys. Yeah, you did. Do me a favor, guys. Turn on your vids for a minute.
No problem.
Right.
There's
on.
me.
There you are.
There's me, all my prettiness.
Ta-da.
Ta-da! Jesse says, "Me too."
Well, now I don't want to answer any unknown numbers. And
Well, no, that's
Don't
nuts.
answer any unknown numbers.
it won't
Unless someone in the chat says I'm calling, don't answer an unknown number. That's the best way to cure that.
won't let me delete them either, or block them.
But then my camera come out. Yeah, my camera. Right.
Won't let me block it. But get our friend back in.
If he's there.
Yeah.
Surely he's there. Maybe he's not back yet.
That's what I meant. Is he still on the other room?
What am I supposed to turn off, Patrick? I'm not making no noise. My fan's not even running tonight.
Joking. That little kid's being persistent.
There's Jacob back, I think.
I don't know.
Hey,
there
guys.
He is.
There he is.
There he is.
Sorry.
It wasn't you. Trust me. It wasn't you. We had a problem.
Yeah, we had a troll call in and it was saying profanities right off the bat.
Oh. Sorry.
So, hey, no worries, but it happens on live television or live entertainment.
Disrespectful people.
Exactly.
That's right. So I'm gonna pull a Liz move and spray some troll spray. I'm stealing that from you, Liz. Hopefully that will repel.
By the way, I kind of want to say, well, I mean, I do want to say thank you for all the people who have came from my channel. Thank you guys for showing up and supporting Ed and his live stream. Pretty awesome to see you guys.
Hey, we had a lot of fun doing this.
Yeah, I enjoy it. It's a highlight to my week.
So I felt bad since you guys told me that I didn't have like anything.
You had to go find something.
Now, there was a question in the room earlier on what metal detector do you use?
Okay, that's kind of what I was going to get at. Now, for my guests who go along with me or the homeowners, I'll tell them that they can go with me. That's kind of an easy way to get a permission. So you can ask. You'd be like, hey, can I metal detect your yard? I'll make sure I use a rag to cover up the holes.
Right.
Put the dirt on and then put the dirt back into the hole and flip the plug over.
Right.
And I'll be like, and you're more than welcome to go with me. I do have another detector always in my vehicle. This is the Garrett Ace 400. Got it from Detector Warehouse, and they it's a really good detector. It really is.
I have the 350.
You have the 350?
Yeah.
They're really nice, aren't they? I mean,
Well, I don't use it that much.
Oh.
I mean, I have it and I do use it once in a while, but it's like not my thing. Yeah, I mean, I'm more into the hard work, I guess. Dig it.
Cannon, dredging.
Right. Yeah.
I have 4 metal detectors too, and I'm the same way. But we have a lot of detectors on now, so I am getting the itch a lot more. So
It's
fun once you get into it and learn the different sounds and stuff.
And I take mine with me all the time. When I pack up, I pack that in my car with the rest of my stuff. I just don't either. I'm, prospecting and digging, and I don't even think about it. But it's there in case I decide to do it.
Do you ever use? Okay, so I have seen this on various channels. Do you guys ever use, like? It's going to sound so stupid, but I am so, like, I don't know about it. It's like a huge vacuum, and they've got this 6-inch hose they bring down in the water, and they just, like, suck up all the...
Well,
Dredging.
That's what we do, but not 6-inch. That's against the regulations in Ohio and most states.
In Ohio, you're allowed 4-inch.
4 inches
Indiana,
or lower.
5,
Indiana,
I think,
5,
right?
And like Vermont, none at all.
Right.
And every state's different.
Right.
Probably where you could use the 6 right now would be Alaska.
See, I thought you guys had those, like, I think they're called bazookas, where they just kind of, like, scoop up and then pan out and then get you stuff like that. I didn't know.
There's big, like, hand dredges where you suck up and put in a sluice, or there's multiple ways of doing it. Whoa.
Gotcha.
You should have came to Gold Rush Days over Labor Day weekend. I invited you.
Sorry.
There was all kinds
really
of
hard
stuff going there.
It's really hard for me to just, like, up and get out because my work schedule is crazy. So right. I do appreciate the invitation.
Well, we'll have to hook you up with some Southern Illinoisans and have them get you on the water. You're always on the water. So,
always.
So,
and that would be really neat to experience. And I think the only time we've ever experienced that, my dad took us on vacation, and they had this whole huge deal out there, and they brought in the dirt, and we just panned it, and whatever we got to keep. We got to pay like $20 a pop. It was pretty neat. And that was just like a side post deal,
That's a pay to play. We all do that.
And make you quit fishing.
Yeah, don't get the fever.
You get the fever, you quit fishing. I don't fish half as much as I used to. I don't fish half as much as I used to.
You'll look at rivers and streams in a whole new light.
Yeah,
but there's gold in them, their streams.
I've heard stories about fishermen or prospectors who use fishing as a tool to find dropout locations.
I could see that.
Sure, because they'll sit in holes.
Right. Yeah. And in eddies and whatnot. So when you catch a fish, you could do a sample pan. So.
Gears are turning.
Stick a shovel underneath that rock where he was hiding.
I think maybe we should send Jacob a gold pan and a panning kit, Jesse.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Well, that would be awesome. That would be neat. I appreciate
maybe
that.
Get him a panning kit.
Yeah, yeah. I think we could probably do that.
That would be really neat. So the Garrett AT Max is. So, can you guys see the? Can you guys see it?
See it.
Yeah.
No.
Hold it in front of you.
Hold it in front of you.
There you go, right there.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out because I've got this screen split in half, and
just hold it in front of you.
All right.
There you go, just like that.
Max. This is what I use all the time. It is the newest model of Garrett product that's come out. They have the Equinox and all the other different detectors that people are getting.
Right.
On these lines this is the newest one, and people say they love it, people say they hate it. It's like a half and half. I think in my opinion, the AT Max blows away the Pro if you figure out the beeps. That thing is noisy. That thing will drive you plumb insane. But I have found more rings and more. I found a lot more stuff with that than the AT Pro. So
now,
they're both great detectors.
Do you go more by sound or the numbers?
I don't hardly ever look at the numbers. Now I will say the numbers, but you can actually tell if it's. I still haven't figured out the trash with the rings because they keep on looking over here. You know what? I'm gonna do a flipperoo. I might go crazy here. Now, okay, it's a little better. I'm used to looking this way. So, what was I talking about? Oh my goodness!
All the noise.
Hey, we don't just have these moments, guys. He had one too.
Oh, look at that. His brain froze for a second. Okay. All right.
The noises. I mean, that thing will drive you plumb insane. And a ring noise and a tab noise, like the Coke bottle tabs, beer tabs, they sound very familiar. They sound really trashy. So if you want to find rings, you're going to find 1,000 pull tabs before you find a ring. Just telling you.
Just dig it all.
I have a video online about the AT Max, and it actually says AT Max is not a magical wand. It doesn't get you a Royale, abracadabra. It doesn't do that. You have to work at it, and I haven't even found a Royale. I haven't found a lot of things that I've got on my bucket list. May it be because of my work, kids, life.
You mean life?
But, I really like to get out, and it's a really cool hobby to get into. So,
well, one of the things that we always say about any tool is that in order for it to work, you have to learn it. So,
yeah, of course,
the fact that if you pick something up and you don't like it right away, you gotta know it's because you haven't learned it yet. You have to give
exactly
any
right.
tool. You have to learn. You gotta learn how to use a wrench. Where you can,
I mean, you just didn't jump on a bike. I mean, you might have. Without training wheels.
No, I ran up a tree.
I knocked out my 2 front teeth.
Yeah. I got a half loose scar on my cheek. So yeah,
I knocked out my 2 front teeth and training wheels.
Yeah. With training wheels, huh? Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were destined to stay. Yeah.
I ate the handlebars.
Yeah. So what I don't know, I had asked you this earlier. What got you into it? Into metal detecting?
My dad.
Dad.
Like 15 years ago or so.
Oh, okay.
He got like a bounty hunter, which is a real economy. It's
I got one of those, cheap. You can say it.
Well, I didn't want to say it because they're actually useful tools.
They work. They work.
They do. And I'm going to tell you, if anybody's wondering what's the difference between this and a bounty hunter, or let's even go down toward I think they're called explorations. They're actually the kid detector. You can actually find.
How about Radio Shack?
I had one of those too when I was a kid.
I got a Radio Shack too.
You can find one of these. You can find anything. The amount of money you and this is my opinion, and people may have something different, but the amount of money you spend, the deeper you go.
Right. That's what I heard when I first decided to get a metal detector and was studying it. They said for every $100 you spend, you can go a foot deeper.
Yep.
Something like that. Well,
6 inches, I mean,
whatever. Depends on which machine they're trying to sell you.
They have some extremely expensive metal detectors that are like square, and they're searching, like on what is that show called? Gosh dang it, what is that show?
Aussie Gold Hunters or
Just any kind of gold.
Like the Mine Lab GX 5000
Oak Island
or something.
Oak Island.
Oak Island with Drayton.
Yeah, Gary Drayton.
Gary
Lost
Drayton.
Island of, or whatever. They have the big, huge detectors like that, and they can get deep. So I'm satisfied with this right here. I would love to try the Equinox, and hopefully, when things get settled down with it, hopefully Detector Warehouse will send it to me so I can try it out. But, you know, the Equinox has blown the detector world out of business. You know, I mean, they're like, that's a detector to have right now.
Yeah.
That, and so.
Yeah,
Didn't you just win one, Ed?
For about $800, you know.
Didn't you just, Ed, didn't you just win an Equinox?
Oh, I wish.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Sorry.
I did win a Mine Lab though. I won the Go Find 40. It's an entry level, like throw in your backpack type. You know, it's a low end, but it's still a Mine Lab.
There's a guy named Piranha, Dad's Piranha. Sorry.
Right.
Sorry,
he was in the room.
Yeah, he's been in the room. Yep.
Okay, so Dad's Piranha actually has a smaller version, and it's like a handheld that it can scuba dive with.
Okay, cool.
That's something I would love to do, is actually get 10, 20, 30 foot deep in the water and detect. You know, that would be really neat. These can go 10 feet. This is waterproof, but the headset isn't. You have to get the additional blue headset.
The whole unit can go underwater.
Yes. Except, like, if you are going to go underwater with it, there's little ports here. See, since it's wireless, I don't have to use that port.
Right.
But if I go underwater with it, I've got to take this off and then put my waterproof headset on. And you got to make sure that these are tight, because there's a little O-ring in there, and you got to make sure that O-ring's clean, because you spin it up there and you got a piece of sand or something in it, you'll ruin your detector.
Right.
But I found quite a few rings. I say quite a few. For me, I've been 3 times water detecting, and I've found 2 rings.
Cool.
That's a pretty good.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Then I found a quarter and a couple other things, but other than that.
Now, how long have you been magnet fishing?
Magnet fishing is a new hobby I picked up. So I bought it I bought it in the wintertime and just got it out this last, early in the spring. Didn't record anything with it. Just trying to get the hang of it. I did a couple live streams with it. Just recently got with Brute Magnetics.
Excellent.
And I got it. Brute Magnetics is a company that has amazing amount of magnets. They have everything. They have little refrigerator magnets that look like pins, but they're super strong. Like, I don't even know how strong. I mean, I could probably magnet fish with those magnet refrigerators things.
Well, that's the magnet I got, is Brute Magnet. I think it's either a 500 pound or a 800 pound. Might be an 800 pound.
Is it 800 dual-sided?
No.
Okay.
It has the eye on it and the bottom. Yeah. I like the dual-sided one.
So they have a 500, and I think they have 1,000. They may have a 650. I'm not for sure on that. Now, they do have a double-sided one, and it says 1,200 pull power, but that's 600 on each side.
Okay.
So people get confused on that. They're like, "Oh, I got a 1,200 pull magnet," and I'm not for sure how they rate the pulling of the magnet, because I know I can't attach something that's 1,200 pounds and lift it straight up. I know I can't do that. So I don't know exactly how they rate it like that, but I do know that I find a lot more stuff with the 1,000 pull than I do with the 500. So, and you also hurt your fingers on it too.
Oh, yeah. Don't get your fingers in between two magnets. Oh, especially those rare
I
earth
looked at the
magnets.
box and I reached down to put something on there, and it comes with it's actually a really awesome D-clip for climbing. It's an actual climbing rated 5,600 pound screw on D-ring.
Yeah.
Well, it's huge, and that kind of collapsed over with my finger inside of it, and it smashed it. So I tried not to cuss in the video, but I wanted to so bad.
Yeah. Let me respond to our buddy Bob here. Yeah, I hear you, Bob. It started doing it. Started talking about metal detectors, and now everybody's getting buffering.
I was green pretty much the whole time through the beginning, and on YouTube.
Then we started talking about metal
on
detecting.
YouTube, and now I have a low stream health on their end, but on my OBS, I'm dropping 0 packets. CPU usage is fairly low, and I'm in the green, and I've even gone in settings and changed some of the settings in there, lowered my output so it would stream better. But I think it's all on YouTube's end. We have all where we are prime time, so.
I do know we've been on here for a little bit. Could anybody tell me the time, because that's my time?
9:28.
So it's 8:28. Okay.
Yep.
9:28.
It's 8:28 where he's at.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Right.
Central time.
We've been on for an hour and 26 minutes.
Wow.
Here.
45 minutes of lure museum.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Hey,
Loved
everybody
it.
loves it though, man. That's
Yeah,
we told
a
you,
lot of people
wherever the show goes, you know. I mean, if people weren't liking it, we would have got you out of there.
Right.
But you know, everybody was responding and commenting and going,
I think that's why the computer usage got slow when I started talking about metal detectors. You're pushing me.
Could be.
Now, I seen you guys had Jason, the quarter hoarder.
Yeah, he was
on your live stream.
He's in the room right now. He's in the chat room.
I like my Equinox, but I'm still getting used to it. Lots of settings to play with. And I know
there is a lot of things on an Equinox. I was talking to Detector Warehouse about it, and I've only used Garrett's. So, you know, it's going to be a change if I do get it. There's so many settings.
I think Bob, down East Detecting and Prospecting, update made a huge difference on silver. So he's got a 600. So the
he's got
update
600 Equinox?
Yeah, he said the update made a big difference on silver.
Okay, so here's something that actually I'm wanting to say it was Quarter Hoarder who told me this. It may not have been, but I'll tell you a little secret with the Garrett's. If anybody out there has Garrett's, I don't care if it's AT Max and AT Pro. If you guys, you know what? Okay, so Quarter Hoarder didn't tell me this. It was the actual. I called the manufacturer.
Hey, this is Michael from iPenforgold.com. You know, I love to receive emails and photos of the gold.
If you will actually slow the detector down, I know it has a fast response time, and I know that you can knock out a yard really quick, but slow it down. Go through that yard as fast as you want, but the next time, slow it down, and I guarantee you'll pull more silver out and more findings if you take that detector really slow, really slow. So that is something to
is that something that the whole detective community is finding out? Because, and the reason I ask you this is because some of the YouTube videos that I'm watching detectoring, in the beginning, everybody's, you know, kind of zooming up and down the field, you know, but lately lately I've heard more people talking about slowing down.
Low and slow. Low and
slow. Low and slow.
That's the way. After I talked to quite a few metal detectorists, and then well, think about it like this: the old timers, not you guys. I'm talking old timers. I'm talking in the 90s.
Thanks for qualifying that.
They could take a bounty hunter out and find all kinds of rings, all kinds of Boy Scout tokens, all kinds of just different things.
Right.
Why? Why are they finding a lot of things and we're out here busting our, balls and trying to find stuff that we have better detectors than they did back then. And still now, we have one guy, he passed away a couple of years ago, Gene Winters. He could find anything with any kind of detector. That's because he was really slow at everything he did. I mean, he'd come to the restaurant with handfuls of coins and rings all on his fingers. His whole room is like a museum. I went into his house, and he's got all kinds of detectors up on the wall, and he uses a lot of them. But he also has jarfuls of just different findings. That's because he was really slow at it. So I took that into consideration, and I started slowing down. And I've noticed that I have found more rings, and I found more valuable stuff. So if you're detecting with me, I'm going to be slow.
Well, I'm slow. Most everything I do.
Well,
You're old and slow.
But you know what? Here, I may be slow, but I earned that.
Yeah, because you're old.
There you go.
Right, I earned that.
So are there any other questions about what type of metal detectors? I recommend a 350, a 400 to starting out. I'm actually reading something real quick. Cody Townsend, I'm getting an update on somebody. Oh, anyway, so I recommend this for a starter kit. They're not super expensive, but yet they will find you some good stuff. And these detectors are pretty awesome. The Ace line, I enjoy them.
Yeah, they're pretty easy to use. I got a pretty good deal on package from USA Detectors in Texas. So he gave me a good deal on a detector and a pinpointer and a few other freebies. So yeah, and then of course I don't know why, but it seems like any new toy I buy it in the wintertime when I can't use it. Why is that?
I don't know. I tell you what though, during the wintertime, if I get the ground is so hard, I give up. I've got my other hobby, which is whitewater kayaking, and I've got the dry suit and everything that keeps me warm, the headgear and all that. So I'm cool with that. I'll do my sport there, and then when it warms back up, I'll get out metal detecting again.
Yeah, when Ed told me you were going to be on, I checked out your Facebook page. I'm going, well, this guy does kayaking and fast water and stuff. I'm not into that. I'm not getting into no rapids and shit. What the hell are you talking about? I said, this is not going to be fun. I can tell. He said, no, just be cool. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. No, it's been fun. I love the lures, but yeah, I mean, for me, the adventure of kayaking through swift water was never, even when I was young, a long time ago. It wasn't something that interested me,
Think about it like this, though. What if I was to bring panning equipment and we go down some huge rapids and get?
Well, that might be different. See, that would be different.
Exactly.
I gotta go there. Okay, I'll do it. Let's go.
Right. I really want to do Current River. It's in Missouri, and 11 Point, and I want to get to my buddy. It's Adventures with Purpose. He scuba dives. I would love for him to come down and actually scuba dive, and the water is like hardly ever over 10 feet. I'd love to take my detector down there and him scuba dive and try to find some pretty cool stuff, because that place, thousands of people go there a week. You know you're going to find a whole bunch of stuff in there.
Oh yeah. Ooh, let's go, Ed. You got air.
There you go.
Yes, I do. I just have to get more air hose.
Yeah.
Longer air hose.
Oh, okay.
So this is a leaf shovel, and it's about 3 feet tall. And that's what I use to dig my holes. And they do, it's a really good shovel. Soon I'll be coming out with some different shovels that the companies come out with that they're actually making. So I'm going to start showing them off. So that'll be pretty cool to look at. And then I'm just showing you guys the stuff that I use. So if you're wanting to start out detecting, this is the Garrett shovel. So
you have a store?
No, Detector Warehouse.
Oh, okay.
They sponsored me, and
gotcha.
I've bought all my equipment, but I really like their fast shipping and all that good jazz. And he did send me this, and I did some reviews on it, and I absolutely love it. So cool. I've been showing him a lot of support. So whenever I go out, you'll be hearing that. So earlier you were talking about you weren't interested in my whitewater kayaking. So I've told everybody this, and you probably
He might not be.
That was my personal, but Ed obviously does, because he was talking about it, you know.
Everybody has their kicks.
Right. And I just want you to understand that that's just
totally
not me.
Understand.
You know.
Totally understand. So what I have told the subscribers, I mean, I consider the subscribers on my channel my family. I mean, there's a lot of great people out there.
You betcha.
Right.
I can name off 1,000. I can name off 1,000 off the top of my head, but I'm not going to, because the length of this video is going to be even longer. There's so many people I want to talk about, but they are subscribed to me as a person, not to my niche. If you understand,
Right.
Because I have so much stuff that I do, I just combined it into one channel because I don't want 5 or 6 channels of different things.
That is hard to work.
So when you subscribe to me, you don't subscribe to a niche. You subscribe to me and my family, and I bring you on my adventure throughout. Whatever I do, I bring you guys. So that's what I do. That's what my channel is about. And it's so hard whenever, like, I'll go into metal detecting chat room or something, like a live stream.
Right.
And like, Chaos Paddlers does nothing. It has nothing to do with metal detecting, but it does.
But it does.
It does.
And magnet
I will put a metal detector in my boat.
No. Plus magnet fishing, and
I will have a magnet in my boat now too.
Yeah, we look at our subscribers the same way. They're more than just handles on our screen.
A click, and
they're friends, they're family.
A thumbs up.
And a lot of them have become personal friends too. And I enjoy this weekly gathering with them. I love it. And I like to say I don't call any of what I do really hobbies. It's all part of my lifestyle.
Yep.
And so, and that can be pretty broad sometimes, or very narrow sometimes.
Well, I mean, you think about it. I mean, if I would have come across your page on Facebook, however, and I saw that kayaking, you know, and I know you have a bunch of other stuff because I did look around a little bit. What I did know was about all your dad's fishing collection. So that's something else that's something that makes me go, oh, that's really cool. I like that. That was cool. So 1 point for you.
I try to keep things entertaining.
Right.
If you get to know me, which I know Ed has, and he's watched several of my videos, and I do appreciate it. Yeah. And for everybody who's on the channel right now that's listening and watching us, please give him a thumbs up on his channel. He has done an excellent job on this live stream. I've actually enjoyed it. I was scared at first, but I was nervous, and I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what kind of questions were asked. I've detoured them questions a little bit, but I really appreciate everybody's attendance and staying with us. So please give him a good thumbs up. He's a great guy.
Thanks for the plug, bro.
He is the channel.
That's right.
I told you you'll have a good time, and we shoot from the hip and we take it where it goes, and
it always works out.
It sure did go.
It always works out.
Luke Duke has a question. He wants to know, have you heard about Brewer's Cave in Illinois, the place Terry Carter talks about?
Rumors Cave?
Is that in Illinois?
Brewers Cave.
Brewers.
I thought Brewers.
That was in Utah.
I don't think Brewers Cave is in Illinois.
No, I think it's in Utah.
I mean, y'all got the computers in front of you.
Google it.
Google.
I'm good.
I'm not bringing up any other windows right
now. I got it. You just stay right where you're at.
I'm busy trying to clean up my connection to YouTube. Been peening YouTube like no tomorrow.
And to everybody who's watching, I do apologize for not having my computer set up out here. I was confused on where I wanted to be. I was in the other room earlier, and then I came out here, and I was so unorganized. But that's just me.
That's okay. Yeah, that
is just fine.
Brewers Cave is in Utah. That's where
we do have Cave and Rock, which is the place where Jesse James was supposedly supposed to have hid out, and there was a bunch of different robbers that have been there, So we've got that, and they've also, I think, How the West Was Won was recorded there too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a really neat cave. If anybody's in Southern Illinois, Cave and Rock is a beautiful place to go to. It could be 110 degrees outside, and you walk in that place, you will put a jacket on. I promise you.
What's the name of it again?
It's called Cave in Rock.
Cave
just like it sounds, Cave in Rock. And then we have Garden of the Gods. Garden of the Gods we have the Shawnee National Forest.
Well, that's where you went and saw those pictographs.
Yes. Fountain Bluff. And Matt took me to a place. Oh, there was another place he took me to, and I can't remember what it's called.
Now, is that along the Missouri or the Ohio?
It borders the Missouri. Now, the Ohio is Cave and Rock.
Okay.
Right. I found it.
The Shawnee National Forest is the home of some beautiful sandstone formations that are incredible. We have what they call stone face, and it actually looks like a man, an old man with a big nose. So there's, I can't remember. We have a lot of hikers over here. Hiking.
That's a cool looking cave.
It is really neat, isn't it?
That's a cool looking cave.
Yeah, there's a video on my channel on it, and I actually go in and see some different colors that my video camera actually picked up. It was really neat. And there was, I guess I came there right after a storm. So the sun was beating down onto the sand, and it like steamed up. It was really neat to see. But it was cold in there.
See, it's Shawnee National Forest. Just southwest of Evansville.
Yep. If anybody ever wants to take a trip, I don't care if you're 10 hours away, go to it. It's beautiful. We've got probably the best forest around the area.
Wow, beautiful place.
Yep. Chicago's nothing compared to Southern Illinois, I'm telling you.
Yeah, we won't talk about that.
Yeah, we won't talk about that. So, like, I've skipped different subjects, and I've got one last thing as a Pro Pointer 2 carrot stick. It's a pretty awesome tool to have. It will cut your detecting time in, 90%. It's just like you use your big detector, and then you get your hole, and you go around.
Right.
So
I don't think if I went detected, I would never go without that.
I did before, and I got that, and my brother and I went a couple weeks ago, and I couldn't find my Pro Pointer. I told Brian, I'm not detecting. It's too hot to be searching in some dirt for a daggum coin when it's my sister's house, and I can go there anytime with my Pro Pointer. So
right.
It's too hot. So, okay, that's it with my displays of metal detecting.
What you use and everything.
What I use, I'm pretty sure I covered everything other than my. Excuse this thing. This thing is junk. Don't. I got the little pouch. This was a 3D print deal, and it tore up. I just used it.
I had that bag and it lasted about 2 trips.
Yeah,
and that was just to my front yard.
I still have one.
I don't want to down the guy's work, but I think he needs to draw back a punt again.
Yeah, back to the drawing board.
Yeah. It was a great design. It was a great idea, but it just wasn't. It doesn't hold up to chaos, I guess. Okay, so everybody who's watched my fishing videos, and those who haven't, I have a special design whitewater kayak paddle. So it's carbon fiber, and I've customized it. That's my son, my wife,
cool,
and my soon-to-be daughter.
Do you dip the graphic?
Do what?
What is it when you dip it to get?
Oh, that's not hydro dipped.
Okay.
I really want to hydro dip my my whitewater helmet, but my buddy hasn't got the right extreme hobbyist, the one that did the paramotoring. He has a hydro dip machine.
Oh, cool.
We just need to get the design that I want for it, because it's just straight white, and I don't know. But then Chaos Paddlers.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
And then Liquid Logic on the back. That's the boat company that he's really done good for me. He's actually hooked me on YouTube. He was the one at first when I had my channel at first before it got deleted. I had so much publicity. It was pathetic through him. So I really liked Liquid Logic. If you guys want to get a boat company, that's the place to go. You want to get a whitewater boat.
Well, it's not much whitewater in Ohio. But I wouldn't mind having a kayak or a canoe.
Then my safety gear on my whitewater boat that I always carry with me, even fishing. knife just in case I get flipped over and I can't get out of something. I can start cutting. If they throw me a throw rope that gets tangled in something, I can cut it. It's pretty sharp and it's quick, easy to get out, but I can't put the daggum thing back in.
What's the highest class rapids in Illinois?
In Illinois, we have a place, and I cannot think of that's the place where the pictographs are, and I cannot think of the place, but it is actually off limits to kayaking just because of how dangerous it is, and it's a 4.
Class 4?
So since the whitewater community has grown and the kayaks have gotten better, there's up to class 6 now. With classifications of 6, you will never see me on 6. I'm too big of a guy. I don't have that good of. I'm not that great of a paddler. I've been class 4 plus, borderline 4 plus, and that's all I wanted. I went to the Ocoee River. Wow, is all I got to say. That was interesting. Then you got your safety whistle, and then I always wear nose plugs whenever I go through rapids, just because if I get water up my nose, it's over. I'm so, I wear it. And then I've got a little leash just in case somebody gets in trouble and I can clip onto their boat. And it's attached to the back, which is on a pull of, you can actually pull me up in a helicopter with that.
Cool.
It's wrapped around and weaved into the boat. This is a Astral safety vest. So you can do live bait, like where they'll actually attach to me and then I'll jump in and grab them and pull them out in case they get in trouble. So, all right. So that's all my displays of everything I do.
Okay.
Okay, well, it's getting close. Let me take a audio break for one of our sponsors. I had it queued up once, and I did a oops. The way Yahoo or YouTube's been being all Yahoo-y, maybe they missed it, but let's take it now. It's audio, no video, so they'll still see us and you.
So if I make really funny faces and stuff, they'll still see me.
Yeah, you betcha. Go for it.
Here, I'll do my eyes there.
We'll get a word from our friend MDB at iPan for Gold.
Hey, this is Michael from iPanForGold.com. I love to receive emails and photos of the gold my friends recover from our pay dirt, and they're not too shy to tell me about it either. Just check out some of the reviews, photos, and even videos that they have posted on our Facebook page. In fact, here are some of my not-so-shy friends now.
I'm Aaron, and I pan for gold.
I'm Caleb, and I pan for gold.
I'm Ed Martin, and I pan for gold.
I'm Erica, and I pan for gold.
I'm James, and I pan for gold.
I'm Jern, and I pan for gold.
I am John, and I pan for gold.
I'm Mark, and I pan for gold.
I'm Tony, and I pan for gold.
This is Rob from Nashville, and I pan for gold.
Be sure and check our Facebook page and website for the latest offers, blog articles, and videos. What's in your pan? I hope it's pay dirt from iPanForGold.com.
All right, if you want some good pay dirt from the southeast, check out iPanForGold.com. You will not be disappointed. At least I've never known anyone that has. Have you, Dano? Jesse?
Not me. I've actually...
What'd you say?
I haven't. I've actually bought a bag from him, and I was very surprised and pleasantly surprised, actually.
Oh, from my pan for gold?
Yeah.
I got some for Christmas last year from both of my girls.
Ooh.
Aren't you
nice chunky gold.
I was special. I felt special. Isn't that sad? You get dirt for Christmas and you get excited.
It all depends.
I actually seen. I think it was M.A. Lyman, 24, actually. I think he had a couple pay for dirt bags, and it's like, what is that, you know? And then I got introduced to Ed and everybody, and I'm glad. And that would be really neat to do.
Yeah, I tell you what, you need to take a weekend and decide to go and learn how to do this. You know.
I will.
You know,
we'll be close this weekend. We're going to be in Indianapolis.
Yeah. Drive on over.
We're going to be dredging in the creek, buddy, digging and dredging.
That would be something neat.
On No Tell'em Creek.
Yep, on No Tell'em Creek.
Now, I know you guys tried the calling or the callers calling in. Did you have any more that?
Well, we had a little difficulty, so.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Then we're having some difficulties on YouTube's end, which it's doing a lot of buffering, but the audio's good, and when it re-renders after we're live, and you know how YouTube processes it and renders it, when it comes back up, audio will be spot on like it is most of the time.
So
if you miss anything, come back. Please comment.
Right, and if you got questions you want to ask, go ahead and ask them in the chat room for now.
And we'll
try to get them out there, but
we'll get Jacob on again if he had a good time.
Right.
I just hope I entertained everybody. I you know.
Oh, you most assuredly did.
I wouldn't worry too much about it at all.
And you entertained us too.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks.
Hey, you know, well, here we get to meet this. Well, this is what's cool about this show. We get to meet you and different people every week.
Like
you. Yeah, like you. Look. When Ed said, "Oh, you're going to be on it," I said, well, who the hell is that? I mean, right? Oh, paddlers, I don't do that stuff. Whatever, you know. So I play nice, you know. That's a now. Just, you know, play nice and but you know what? I've actually enjoyed it. I love your dad's museum. I like all the stuff that you were talking about. We didn't get into the kayaking that much, and I apologize because that's probably what you wanted to talk about more.
No.
I don't know.
Actually, I really wanted to talk about the paramotoring.
Well, you didn't do that.
My buddy Extreme Hobbyist has a awesome sport that he got me into after we started metal detecting together. He's my good buddy. We went to school together since we were in kindergarten, and we lost contact. I cut my finger off underground, and I met up with him in Heron. He was one of the first assists, and we started talking again, and he told me he got into metal detecting, and so we became friends again. We never stopped becoming, we never stopped being friends.
We kind of reconnected.
We reconnected, yes, and I'm glad we did. And he got me into paramotoring. We did some wheeling and dealing, and I got a parachute, a glider, a wing.
Well, I was going to say, what is paramotoring?
Well,
so,
you have like a
for those that don't know what it is,
Okay, yeah.
So paramotoring is a sport that had, it was created, I guess, in a different country, and we've kind of adapted to it, and we brought some new designs to the community, and like the Scout and all that. But it's basically you have a huge motor on your back with almost like how can I put it to where you guys can it's a huge fan. It's like an
backpack fan.
Yeah, it's just a backpack fan, with a big motor on it. You start it up, you've got your glider, you get it overhead, and you take off running. You hit the throttle, pull your brakes a little bit, and then you start going up.
It's so you can hang glide without a hill.
It's a powered hang glider. Yes, I mean, I guess you could just descend off of something like that, but it's not very. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Now they do have regular paragliding where you do take your thermals and it brings you up.
Right.
But just the sport alone, it is dangerous. But man, is it's such a rush to actually fly. I thought I would be nervous. Well, I was a nervous wreck when I first flew, and I didn't even fly with the backpack, you know, the motor and the fan on my back. My buddy just took off running, and he had a rope, and I went about 10 or 15 feet up in the air, and I was all in control of the glider, and it was such a thrill that I'm addicted to it. I wanna learn to wing first.
Right.
But then as soon as I get that down pat, I would love to get a paramotor. So
what size motor are they using?
My buddy has got a I may be wrong on this, but I think it's a 125 cc motor. I may be wrong on that.
About the size of a dirt bike, huh?
It's like a Black Hawk 125, I think is what it is. It's insane of how much power it has. Yeah, it's like a dirt bike motor on your back.
Right.
And they have, the one that he had was very heavy. He had an older style. They made these Scouts out of just awesome aluminum that's really light, updated, and he's going to probably update his. But he wanted to get his paramotor lighter. So he decided he was going to build a frame out of carbon fiber. This project, I was completely distraught. He's a good friend of mine. I don't want to see him, you know, fail at it because he's going to be up in the air. That's not a good time to
that's
fail.
not a good place to fail.
No. And I was really nervous. And this, like I said, it's Extreme Hobbyist on YouTube, but he took all of the measures, you know, of safety, and he's really intelligent on that stuff. He built a mock paramotor out of styrofoam to get the circumference and everything he needed to get the form.
Right.
Then he took the hoop and the frame and everything, took all the measurements, got it all good, cut out styrofoam for a structure, not the structure, but for the, what do you call it?
The frame?
Frame, yeah.
Well, to put the
cage?
To put the carbon fiber on.
A form of
like
sorts.
A mold.
That'd be a form.
Yeah, form of sorts.
So he layered like 8 or 9 layers. Sometimes some parts of it has 12 layers of carbon fiber on it. It is so strong, and his first flight was amazing. That I was so proud of him when he was done. So now he's got a series of the starting out, and you'll see me in one of the episodes, and then I wasn't able to help him with the rest. So I was aggravated at it because we could never get time to both get together.
Right.
But man, did he ever
That's always a problem. That's always a problem, even with us.
He's he lives about 30 minutes away, and our lives just are too. You know, he's got a full-time, always on call job at the hospital, and I'm a midnight coal miner. So when I'm sleeping, he's working.
Right.
When I'm not working, he's sleeping. You know, just stuff like that. Anyway.
Right. So
it'd be a pain.
Did you say the frame and everything was made out of carbon fiber, or the engine?
Everything frame wise is made out of carbon fiber.
Okay.
Now, it's, you know, the I hear crickets in the background. That's funny.
That's me.
Because it got quiet and it's crickets. Anyway,
it's classic.
It is. Good sound effects, bud. So it was just incredible on how he designed this. But like the harness and the motor, obviously, and the blade, I think he actually wants to do a carbon fiber blade.
You probably could. That would be a part of it that you could probably be able to structurally build a blade.
I think he's got a carbon fiber that he's going to repair just to try it out.
Well, actually, helicopter blades are carbon fiber.
Yeah.
I'm a helicopter mechanic, so.
Oh, are you?
I was.
My brother was a helicopter hydraulic technician in the Army.
No, I was the whole mechanic.
Okay. Yeah, he messed with all the hydraulics and all the different things.
The tail.
But yeah, we ended up going out to a place just south or just east of town here, and he took his first maiden flight on that paramotor. Now on my what do you call it? Gosh dang it, I'm having a brain fart here.
That happens.
So yeah.
Yeah.
That thing. I actually changed the whole video into making him look like he crashed. Now I'm spoiling it right now, but the preview of the video is totally not what happened. But it was kind of cool to be able to make that video look like he had an accident, but he really didn't. It was actually
that's a video that you're still waiting for it to come out, right?
Yes, that's a video that, like, I think he's got 3 or 4 more episodes, and then I'll be able to put it online. And that video right there is insane. He is the first person on YouTube that has ever made a carbon fiber framed paramotor.
Cool.
So I'm really interested in. He's going to make a few changes after this flight. Obviously, you got to make little tweaks and stuff.
So how much weight did he save by doing that, changing that frame over to carbon fiber?
That's what you're going to find out in a couple series.
Oh, okay. Because it would have had to be a dramatic difference for it to have been worth doing all that. Because if you're not gonna gain a dramatic difference in weight, then
there's no reason to do it.
There's no reason to do it, right? You know, you have to be able to, because the lighter you can make that, the easier it is and
pick up and go.
Yeah. Because
you're fighting your size of your weight, which he's about my size. He's just a little smaller than I am. I'm catching up to him. I was 265 when I started.
Right. You're fighting gravity and friction, you know, all the way. It's constantly pulling on you.
Yeah, he ended up there. We had a little issue with, never really an issue. It was structurally sound. He wanted to make it even better. So he added stuff to it. He did have the weight down so much that it was unreal. But form-wise, he felt that he needed more support. So you'll find out if you keep in contact with Extreme Hobbyist, you'll find out that he changes completely different, and it was actually a little bit more expensive than what he figured.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'll let him tell that story. You know, it's
right.
It's amazing to watch him fly, though. To do something that he has created and get it up in the air like that, it was freaking awesome.
Oh, I bet.
So
I saw some of the videos when he was putting it together around the foam molds, and
yep. I created that a couple 6 months ago, 5 or 6 months.
Oh yeah, it was a long time ago.
It took him a little while to get this done, but with, like I said, that first maiden flight, he did get a reserve parachute, which was awesome. That was the best idea he could ever thought of. You know, I was like, man, you're up there. What if something happens? And he does. He has a reserve now, so it sits in front of him. So
yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. You never know when Murphy's going to strike.
And you never know what could go wrong up there.
Right.
I mean, there's so many different variables in flying.
Dude.
It's like, it's almost like an ocean up there. You never know where
no, here, you have to understand that the things that we put up in the air really shouldn't be up there. They shouldn't be up there. Planes shouldn't fly, but they do because you escape the pull of gravity. You escape the push of friction. Once you escape that, I mean, because like I said, I was a helicopter mechanic. The one thing that we learned is you can make anything fly with enough, force behind it. Right. Enough force behind it. I can make anything fly.
Yeah, of course.
So, but it doesn't mean to stay up there. It won't stay up there without all those other things. So,
yep.
So shouldn't be up there. And we definitely shouldn't be up there because we're not built for it.
Yeah. And it really is a whole different world up there. And when he explained stuff to me, I grasped the concept really quick. Wind directions and different types of forces. You have your sun, which creates your thermals. It could be rocky. That's why you want to fly early morning or late at night, unless you're an experienced pilot, that you can actually control yourself in it, because you can go into a spin. I'm not for sure exactly the nomenclature and everything about it, but there's a whole bunch of things up there that you don't want to be in if you're not experienced.
Yeah, even if you are experienced, you really don't want to be in those situations.
Hey, I've heard some.
You got shear force winds.
Oh yeah.
Just a lot. Remember, you're not supposed to be up there.
Yeah, you're
so
right in nature right now.
If you lose any of one of those things that are keeping you up there, you're coming down.
You're coming down. You better know how to come out of it.
Yeah. How hard you're gonna come down depends on your glide pad.
Yep.
You can either go straight down or drop a foot every 100 feet.
Hey, sorry.
Go ahead.
Yes, Jacob, you have an invitation in southern Indiana. If you ever want to go gold panning, Luke Dukewood has an open invitation for you. He says, come to southern Indiana. I'd be glad to take it. He said,
southern Indiana, okay.
To the creek. And southern Indiana has some pretty fine gold. You didn't hear it from me, though.
Well, Eric Robinson, the same thing. So he's in Columbus, Indiana.
Yeah.
Columbus. Can any of them tell me, like, a nearby town that's bigger that I could, like, try to figure out where they're at? Because obviously I can't look it up. Southern Indiana, do you have?
Well, Seymour and Columbus.
And then where we're talking about is right below Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of over to the west side a little.
And you guys, where are you guys located at? I mean, where are you, Pennsylvania? Or what?
I live right on the Indiana line, about an hour and a half from Indianapolis.
Okay.
And I'm an hour and a half north of Dano in northwest central Ohio. And
okay.
Jesse's.
And I'm in northwest Ohio, Toledo.
An hour and a half from me.
So I've been in Toledo.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Now I've driven through to go to, we go to West Virginia. We used to every year, twice or three times a year, we'd go to like, where is that? Morgantown, West Virginia, and then Beckley, West Virginia. When we go to Beckley, I usually go through Ohio when we come back.
I see.
So.
Sure, yeah.
Biggest city I live close to is Greenville, Ohio.
Okay.
I live in a real little town on 36.
Awesome. if I'm ever in Indiana and southern Indiana, I will hit that those guys up. So
yeah,
please,
there's if you're anywhere, if you're going anywhere around Indianapolis, you'd probably be close to where somebody is, because there's gold in that area.